bring on a new week, and let's do it by starting off with a football and baseball bet. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. What are you guys up to on this fine Monday morning? Raining up here in Chicago. Oh, yeah. It's a mess trying to get to school and back. People all of a sudden just don't act like they don't know how to drive. All you got to do is put a little bit of rain in the air, and all of a sudden driving ability goes right out the window. What is the deal with people? Unreal. What'd you guys do this weekend? You guys have a good old weekend? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. It was a good weekend up in here. Had ourselves a good old time up in here. So let's kick off a new week of here on Winning Bets. Let's make sure we always recap last week. Let's jump on into it first and start off with Friday. As you guys can see right there, Friday went 2-2, down a little bit of money. What didn't go our way was that Leeds United. Both teams are scoring over 2.5. I still don't know. It's now Monday at 9 a.m. I still have no idea how that bet didn't cash. Hell, that bet should have cashed in the first half. Each of those teams should have gotten 2 goals. At least should have gotten 2 goals. Game spread had 5-6 goals. I have no idea how that bet didn't cash. That was a really bad beat right there. Got 2 of those goals in the first half. We just needed 1 that entire second half. But again, I thought the whole bet should have cashed in the first half. Ugh, unreal right there. Springer over 1.5 total bases. Yeah, he just had a bad night. He had been rocking that starting pitcher all his whole, stats-wise, but just had a bad night. That obviously happens. We did get a nice win there with that White Sox team total. They went up against a left-handed pitcher. We know how they just smashed left-handed pitching, so got a nice win right there. And then Red Bulls up in the MLS, they got 2+ goals right there. So that was how we did it on Friday. On Saturday, we carried it on. We had a nice day in soccer. Had a real nice day in soccer. Got Bayern win to 0. That was a nice win for us there. They played a newbie there in Bundesliga, smashed them 7-0. So that was a nice comfortable win for us right there. Under 2.5 in Burnley versus Arsenal. Another just easy, no sweat win right there. Like that, see that right there. How about Watford getting the most corners? Yeah, that was a nice plus 195 cash for us. Watford won the game. They doubled them up on corners, so that was good right there. The Everton-Villa game, that didn't go our way. Everton, they just had a rough about 10-minute spell. 0-0 all game long, and then kind of like, what was that Liverpool AC Milan game midweek in Champions League where, Liverpool had a bad 2-minute spell. Well, Everton had a bad about 10-minute spell and gave up 3 goals in 10 minutes. Otherwise, it was goalless throughout that entire game, and there were not over 4.5 cards in that game. There was only 2 cards in that game, so that didn't go our way. NASCAR was really tough to us on Saturday night. Bell didn't beat Byron. Bell was doing relatively good. He was right there. He was leading lots of times, but then when he wasn't leading over Byron, he's only a couple cars back, but then going into one of his pit stops, he overshot his box and had to put his car in reverse. That's going to cost you enough seconds, and when you're on a short track right there, yeah, that's tough. On a short track, how fast those cars are going around a lap in about 14 seconds, you overshoot your pit box. That did him right there. Kurt Busch never had the speed on Saturday night. Never had the speed at all. Just wasn't even competing with Blaney, but it wasn't competing with anybody. He had just a really bad night. That was quite surprising right there. Penn State covered the spread. And then our baseball parlay, Brewers, White Sox, that also did not come through for us. Brewers got the win. White Sox can't beat the Rangers? Come on. You can't beat the Rangers. Going to go ahead and lose that game 2-1. It's the Rangers. Come on, can't lose that. So lost a little bit of money right there on Saturday. Sunday obviously was more soccer, more NFL action. We did good right there. Brighton versus Leeds, both teams to score. Got a good cash right there for us. Also Manchester United, dramatic money line winner for us right there. 1-1. Then they get a nice goal right there through Jesse Lingard, just putting in just a screamer from within the box. Just hit that one so clean. That was such a nice hit for him right there. And then West Ham gets a penalty, deservedly so. Luke Shaw does obviously hit his arm, and while it is accidental contact, you can't have your arm that far from your body, so certainly a penalty kick. But then De Gea, Mark Noble steps up to the spot, but De Gea is up to the task right there, and Mark Noble kind of showed his hips a little bit, showed him where he was going to kick it, and De Gea made a nice sprawling save right there to deny him and give us a nice absolutely dramatic. I was going crazy up in the house. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Manchester United fan on top of it. Probably got a noise violation complaint here in this building. I was just going crazy with that outcome right there for us. And then we got a bad beat in Tottenham versus Chelsea, under 2.5. Just a brutal beat as the third goal came in the 92nd minute by the center back. 2 of their 3 goals, in fact, came by the center back. So, but more just the timing of when that happened in the 92nd minute. They didn't need to press. They were completely in control that entire second half. Most of the game, they were in control of that game over Tottenham. Tottenham wasn't doing anything to scare Chelsea, and just brutal that third goal came in that 92nd minute. So tough one right there for us. Then we rolled it on to the Sunday NFL action. Montgomery, he went up over 14.5 rush attempts. So that was a nice, easy one right there. I think he finished up with about 17 or 18. Maybe it was just 17, but either way, just kind of how that game script unfolded was kind of just exactly how we said. Low scoring, was going to be tight the entire way, was going to lead to a lot of rushing attempts. So he easily got up over 14.5 rushes. The field goal kicker, McPherson for the Bengals, he did not get 2 field goal attempts. He only got 1 field goal attempt, made it, but never got a chance to kick a second one, so fell short right there. Waller didn't get up over 6.5 receptions. He only ended the game with 5 receptions. Just didn't get the targets, just wasn't quite going his way at all. Emmanuel Sanders, that one gets the puke face as well. That was brutal bad right there. We needed over 48.5 receiving yards, and he ended the game with 48. Brutal beat right there. He got his 48 receiving yards on the first drive of the second half. Got 2 more targets. One of them, he was wide open, cutting across the field. Josh Allen had a little bit of pressure, but nothing too crazy. A throw that he's completed 100 other times in his career, and just missed him. Just threw it out too far in front of him, and obviously he wasn't able to make that reception. Brutal beat right there, ending it on 48 when we just needed 49. Leonard Fournette, he easily went up over 34.5 rush yards. Got that one in the first half, if I recall correctly. Antonio Brown, he did not go over his receiving totals. I think he only got 1 catch for 17 yards and didn't get a whole lot of targets. I think he only got about 3 targets, so they just didn't need him. I mean, the way they kind of killed the Falcons right there, it was kind of close a little bit, but, then they kind of pulled away there late. But, yeah, he didn't get it. Mahomes, though, did have a nice, good Sunday night football game to us right there. Mahomes went over 316 passing yards, so that was a real nice, good one right there. Travis Kelce caught himself a touchdown. What a beautiful touchdown he was. Look at all the yards after carries. That man is tough to break down. Talked about him on the NBC Sports Predictor video. While he is a red zone target, he's not just getting touchdowns in the red zone. He gets them from all over because his yards after the catch. That's exactly what he did on that catch, scrambling for 27 yards after the catch and getting him just a beautiful touchdown right there. And then I added a same game parlay. Actually could have been profitable on NFL Sunday, or actually the day of Sunday as a whole. But then I added a same game parlay to try to get profitable on the week. That same game parlay was not profitable, or did not hit, so it cost me profit on the day, and then it also cost me profit on the week. So as you guys can see right there, down 2.3 units on the week. So if we just do that nice full recap right there, went 26 and 25, down 2.3 units. Still having a nice good stretch in the past 23 weeks. We've been profitable 18 of those weeks, up over 85 units. And then over on the year to date, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, and a lot of profit up in your pocket at plus 63.16 units. What were some of the notable wins? Darren Waller had a really good Monday Night Football for us right there. He got us 2 cashes. Sterling Shepard on Thursday Night Football got us a nice first half cash. Then we got Logan Thomas. He cashed for us on the last drive of the game, which also subsequently cashed that Washington money line. So just an exciting finish for us right there on Thursday Night Football. Byron got 2 wins for us right there. Obviously, we got them as dogs up against Barcelona, and then we got them on Saturday on that nice win-to-nil scenario. So that was really good right there. And then we hit a same-game parlay in Champions League. You guys remember we did a Manchester City-Leipzig same-game parlay midweek and got a nice cash right there. Some of the notable losses from last week. Reds F5 team total, brutal bad beat because the third run that we needed, the runner was thrown out at home. A rare play. Really unfortunate that we didn't get that one to cash. Again, we went 0-2 in NASCAR. Mentioned that one. Mentioned just a brutal bad beat that I thought was happened in that Newcastle Leeds game. Should have been goals. Another brutal bad beat in that Tottenham-Chelsea game. Should have stayed under 2.5. Then we did a parlay of PSG and Dortmund, both over 1.5 goals. Still don't understand how PSG didn't get 2 goals against Bruges. How did I get 2 goals against Bruges? Come on. Especially when you get your first goal inside 15 minutes through Ander Herrera. God, you got to get a second goal right there. And then Emmanuel Sanders, just a brutal bad beat right there. So, yeah, just kind of an interesting week. Just couldn't ever really gain any traction. It didn't lose a whole lot of money. Again, down just over 2 units, but just one of those weeks where you never really had that good day to, really feel good. You just kind of just sputtered along. But look forward to putting that week behind us, starting off a new week here, and kicking one off with profit right here. How about the NFL free giveaway that we guys were doing right there with the NFL underdogs? We're close. We only had 5 dogs cash on Sunday. Only 5 dogs cash, and of the $1,600, they brought back $1,455. So just listen to that. You only had 5 dogs cash. There's been 15 games. You've had 5 dogs cash. We had the Panthers cash, we had the Raiders cash, the Cowboys cash. Whew, what a finish right there. What a finish in that game. Good job by the Cowboys. Titans, what another good finish in that game. Derrick Henry, 3 touchdowns, like 180 yards. Woo! Impressive win there by the Titans. So that was an underdog cash for us there. Then the Ravens. Man, primetime football continues to be really good for us. If you're going to bed early, you got to start staying awake. We had a good one to kick off the season between Cowboys and Bucks. A little bit of a downer there between the Bears and Rams, but then we came right back and had a fantastic Monday night game there on that Raiders game. What was it, Raiders? Who'd they play on that Monday night? We cashed a bunch of tickets. We cashed that Darren Waller. Who'd they play? Raiders. Oh, they played the Ravens. Yeah, that was a fantastic Monday night game. That one went to overtime. Thursday night football was fantastic between those Giants and Washington. And then last night's Sunday night football game was fantastic between the Chiefs and Ravens. So, yeah, just good primetime football. So those were the 5 underdog wins. Again, they brought us home about $1,455. So we're short. We're down about $150. But the Lions could do it. The Lions could do it. And they're a big dog. I think I bought it at like plus 410. Plus 420, something like that. So easily, if the Lions can win, I know it's a tough ass beating Green Bay in Green Bay, but the Lions can do it. We'll be profitable in this free giveaway, and we'll be able to give away some money tomorrow. Also, right, based on the NFL Eliminator group, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But if the Lions win, I think some people are going to go down the NFL Eliminator tonight. It looks like there could be a fair number of people up on those Packers tonight, so see what those Lions can do for us right there. All right, guys, we got a small show today, so I want you guys to enjoy a sweat with me. I can't be sitting here sweating my ass off all by myself. You know what I'm sweating? I'm sweating my MLB Future. I'm sweating Giancarlo Stanton under 38.5 home runs. He's at 30 with 12 games to go. He's gone through a little bit of a hot streak. I was cruising all season long, just cruising to a nice, easy cash. And then he caught a little bit hot there in the month of August. It's carried over into September. 12 games, and I need no more than 8 home runs. I know there's 2 people out there that tailed this. One person tailed it at 38.5. Another person said he tailed it at 37.5. So I just want 7 home runs. So max. So all 3 of us can cash. I'm sweating, guys. I want you guys to start sweating with me. It's so fun to sweat alone. Enjoy the sweat. Enjoy this sweat with me. Help me out. Woo. Giancarlo Stanton under 38.5 home runs. Come on. Go through one more cold streak to end your season. 12 games ago. All right. Let's go ahead now and get on into the bets for you guys. Remember, I gave you guys this bet on Friday. I haven't added anything to it. Everything's just so juicy for this game, or it's already kind of been bet up. The numbers have been inflated, but this is obviously one I gave you guys on Friday's show. I'm taking Aaron Jones over 68.5 rushing yards at minus 110. This bet can cash in my mind, a whole bunch of scenarios. Just a normal game script of the Packers beating the Lions, and people think they can beat them comfortably. It's a double-digit spread. That's fine. I think Aaron Jones is going to be a big part of that game plan. Coming off a bad week last week, they're going to want to establish the run. He's a big focal part of that offense. So if they're in a tight game, they're going to be using him to, obviously keep the advantage and stay ahead of Detroit. If it gets to be one of this spread or one of these leads where it's a double-digit lead, like maybe the bookmakers think, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and pound the rock and run the clock when we're up late in the game. So I like that right there, over 68.5 Jones. I think any way this game unfolds, we'll go ahead and get ourselves a nice cash there with Aaron Jones. So that's what I'm doing in Monday Night Football. I'll keep looking at the slate, maybe see if I add something. But again, it's either too juicy or the numbers have already been kind of bet up. So as of right now, we'll just roll with Aaron Jones. I do have a baseball bet for you, though. Let's go ahead and look at this Nationals versus Marlins game. I'm going F5 team total over 1.5 runs at minus 145 over at DraftKings. A lot of juice, obviously at minus 145, up below my cutoff of minus 150. If you want less juice, you can jump on over to PointsBet and get over 2, so you can give yourself a push. But if this thing falls on at 2 runs, I want to go ahead and put money in my pocket. I don't want to get a push. So that was my thinking right there. I'll go ahead and pay for the juice and get the cash if it falls on 2 runs. You got Luzardo on the mound here for the Marlins. He's gone up against these Nationals already twice since he's been acquired from the Athletics. So he's seen these Nationals 2 times in this basically about the span of 2 months. He's been hit hard, and when I mean hard, guys, I mean hard in these 2 affairs. He's gone 4.2 innings pitched in his first one, 10 hits, 5 runs, 2 home runs, 3 Ks. In the most recent one, he went 4.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 home runs, 1 K. So you can see this bet is cashed easily up against him. The Nationals on the season have the #1 batting average against left-handed pitching in the last 3 weeks, and in the last 2 weeks, they're #2 batting well over 300 against left-handed pitching. See, this is going to cash easily for us. Luzardo's ERA is well over 6, damn near almost 7. His whip is over 1.6. Yeah, I love everything about this bet, just given how the Nationals smash left-handed pitching, but more importantly, or equally important, is how they've just been smashing this guy, Luzardo. So love this bet right here. So go ahead and take those Nationals F5 team total over 1.5 runs at -145 at DraftKings. All right. That's all we're going to do so far today. Again, I'll keep turning over the slate, but I didn't really like the baseball slate. I didn't really find all that much value in the plays today, but obviously I like this bet here, so I went ahead and jumped on it. But I'll continue looking at it while I'm looking at Monday Night Football. I'll continue looking at it as well, so just look for me on Twitter. It's @WinningBetsPod. It's @WinningBetsPod. But I think we've got 2 really good solid bets to kick off our week and kick us off with some Monday with some profit. Go ahead and hit this like button, guys, if you're going to tail me. If you're going to tail me on Aaron Jones, or if you're going to tail me on this Nationals F5 team total, hit that like button and let me know you are going to do that. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you back here on tomorrow's show. Go enjoy your Monday, and we'll talk with you then. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.